The fuel injection pump in a heavy diesel engine is not just another component, it's the lifeblood of the fuel delivery system. When it fails, the machine loses power, the response lags, and downtime can spiral into a costly headache. That's why, when selecting a replacement pump for models such as C7, C9, 330C, 324D, 329D, 330D, 336D engines, frequently referenced by the numbers 476 to 8766 or 4,768,766, one must scrutinize every aspect: materials, tolerances, calibration, and real-world performance. In this walkthrough, a pump claiming wide compatibility with those engine models is examined from every angle, inside, outside, and in practical use. The objective is to expose what makes a replacement pump truly reliable, what pitfalls to avoid, and how to integrate one into a real machine with confidence. The importance of precision. In a diesel system, timing and pressure are king. The pump must deliver fuel at precisely the right moment and pressure to every cylinder. If it's off just a little, too slow, too early, too weak, the result is inefficiency, erratic performance, and a high risk of engine damage. A pump labeled compatible with C7, C9, 330C, 324D, 329D, 330D, 336D, 476 to 8766, 4,768,766 is a starting point, but labels don't guarantee performance. What to evaluate before purchase? When assessing any replacement pump, here are the critical attributes to consider. Machine surfaces and finish. Surfaces should be smooth, with clean edges and no visible tool marks, burrs, or irregularities. Quality of materials. The body, shaft, internal components must use proper alloys and undergo heat treatment. Lower grade materials lead to accelerated wear. Internal tolerances and clearances. The mating surfaces, spool fits, seals, o-ring grooves, and internal bores must fit with tight precision. Too loose, and leaks or pressure drift occur; too tight, and friction or seizure may happen. Calibration and testing data. A pump is only as good as its calibration curve. Factory testing or matching calibration data gives confidence in its performance under load. Sealing and joints, thread quality, gasket surfaces, port interfaces, and o-ring ports must be clean, precise, and robust. Support, warranty, and documentation. Reliable warranties and clear documentation or QC test sheets help protect the buyer against early failures. Close examination. Once the pump arrives, begin a detailed visual and tactile inspection. Rotate shafts and inspect for binding. Examine ports, threads, mating flanges, and sealing surfaces. Inspect the plunger and barrel assemblies, springs, seatings, and internal geometry. Any misalignment, roughness, or inconsistency is a red flag. On this particular unit, the external finish is quite clean, port threads look crisp, internal components seat well. But verification of calibration remains a must. Signs that should raise doubt. Even a pump that looks good externally can harbor fatal flaws. Watch out for gaps or sloppy fits in mating surfaces, shallow o-ring grooves or misaligned grooves, roughness in internal fluid passages, poorly finished threads or subpar fasteners, inconsistent internal bore finish, weak sealing surfaces or thin wall sections. Installation considerations before installing. Prepare the fuel system, flush or replace filters, clean lines, remove debris and residues. Mounting surfaces must be flat, clean, and undamaged. Use the correct torque specifications for fasteners. Too tight or loose both spell trouble. System bleeding is critical. Air in the system ruins performance. ECU or timing modules, if present, must be reset or reprogrammed to match the new pump's calibration. Performance test and real-world use. In a test environment, for example on a 330D platform, the pump runs first under no load for a break-in period, then under progressively increasing loads. Monitoring includes fuel line pressure, engine response, idle stability, smoothness under acceleration, and observation for leaks.